Cars are expensive, but what if there was a cheap way to upgrade them?
Why? Well, today we're looking at examples of people who have done just that and finding out if cheaping out is really worth it. You would know a lot about that, wouldn't you?
I sure would. First clip. Free bumper mod.
Oh, I've actually seen this. This is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the BMW trick?
Yeah, yeah. They just get old and then they get like compressed in, but they're actually like a real bumper. Like you know, like if you actually backed into somebody,
right.
You would like
it gives.
Yeah, it would give.
Right, and people are taking advantage of that for better style because the long bumper doesn't look as good as the more silhouette, you know, nice bumper.
Yeah,
I guess.
exactly.
This won't work for every car. Let's just put it that way. This is specifically E30 BMWs.
Yes, it is.
American spec E30 BMWs because they have that chrome bumper protruding out of a plastic bumper, and it just looks terrible.
Yeah.
So if you push it in, it makes it a little bit more flush, and it just looks a little bit better.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really change the fact that you drive a BMW.
Hey, a bunch of these guys drive BMWs.
It makes you a category. I don't know.
It's become a cliche to complain about how badly behaved BMW drivers are on the road, but guess what? New evidence suggests it's true.
Zach, what do you think? Would this make the bumper less usable for what it's supposed to do? Because you're essentially modifying a safety feature.
If I understand correctly, these bumpers were more for low-speed collisions.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it just takes away that slight give, you know, that helps you notice that you hit something. I don't think they were.
Hello?
Hell was that?
The demons are back in our walls. Fudge.
Whatever, it looks better. It probably doesn't work as good anymore, but you crash that thing, it's not as safe as a modern car regardless.
And as we all know, with anything car related, it's always, you know, form over function.
Right. Next clip.
Yeah, it may barely run, but that doesn't mean it has to be quiet, so let's DIY an exhaust. I started by cutting out the existing exhaust with a cut-off wheel. I had to finish with the Sawzall because the cutting wheel wasn't big enough.
Yes.
I used some Diddy oil to get the mufflers off the rubber hangers, and that worked pretty well. And with this monstrosity off the car, I had to see how it sounded.
Awful.
It didn't sound half bad, but I had a feeling that was going to change as soon as I finished. I had to modify some existing pieces to get everything to fit, but once I had it all mocked up, I was pretty confident. I was going to clamp everything together, but then I remembered I have a welder, so I figured I'd try that. I cleaned up the surface a little bit and I got to work. This is only my second time welding. The first time went horribly, and this time didn't go much better because the welds are questionable at best. But hey, it's in one piece, and I think it's pretty durable because I threw it on the ground a bunch of times and it held up fine, so it might not be pretty, but it works. Then I started connecting everything back to the car. I used a clamp to connect my makeshift exhaust to the existing exhaust, and I used some hanger straps to hold up the back end. Then finally, to make this thing somewhat presentable, I threw on some dual chrome exhaust tips. I had zero hope this thing would sound any good, but let me know what you think about this $100 exhaust setup.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. That face that I had the entire time watching that is how I watch every Instagram reel. I just am always like...
Questionable, right?
Yeah.
Well, all right, so number one thing most people do when they're an enthusiast and they want a car or they just want attention, they make their car louder. I have a rule. Either cut everything out and leave a muffler or just lose the muffler and leave everything else. That's my rule.
Yeah.
Because the resonators and the cats and everything like that help tone a lot of things down, and the muffler makes it quieter. So you just get rid of the muffler. He did a resonator and a muffler, or two mufflers, whatever it is. I would say leave one, right? Now, if you're going racing, I say cut everything out, cats, resonators, and everything, but get a good muffler that makes the tone sound better. And a lot of people, a lot of young people, when they first get their car, they first start modifying, they first start doing stuff, they just go, loud is good. Yeah. And this is like, no, it's not. It's as you grow up, you go,
Loud
this is
not
terrible.
Good,
This is not good. There's a reason music has tone to it, and it's not just.
Well, some of it actually is.
Some of it is, and it's not good.
Yeah. I think our general consensus on this clip is...
It sounds like good DIY, though. He did it himself.
Yeah.
It saved him a bunch of money. you know?
A grinder and paint makes you the welder you ain't.
Right. Yeah. Well, but for exhaust, it doesn't really matter, you know, as long as there are no holes in it so that you don't get fumes in your car.
Yeah.
But add a muffler or a resonant. Something.
And if you're 16 and you want to do this, then just do it.
It's fine.
Learn your lesson and then, you know, be 18 and do something else.
You will learn. Next clip.
Big thanks to today's sponsor, WD-40 brand, and their line of specialist lubricants. The classic WD-40 product is great for everyday jobs like squeaky parts, stuck hinges, you name it. It's super versatile. But when you need something heavy duty or specific, you call on a specialist. I actually used this WD-40 Specialist Gel Lube about 7,000 miles ago, and it's just now starting to make some noise. That's thousands of miles of off-road and daily use, so it's time to reapply. Not only is it lubricating my ball joints, but it's also protecting it from rust for up to a year. Nothing. It's also really good for door hinges. You hear that? No, you don't. And there you have it. I won't need to do that again for months. Be sure to check out the WD-40 Specialist line of products. Specialist Penetrate is great for truly seized parts. Specialist Silicone is ideal for rubber, plastic, vinyl, and metal. And the Specialist White Lithium Grease is specifically engineered for metal-to-metal contact. You can get a lot done with the Specialist line, so check them out down below in the link.
All right, so people keep asking how I made these mods. So the material I use for this, just
a
basic
Prius?
ABS plastic you can order.
Oh, it's like hypermiling
I
stuff?
think so. Oh, he's got a wheel cover there.
Yeah.
This is actually pretty sick.
And cardboard, and then I went to more secure material. These wheel covers, it's called Dye Bond. I got the off-brand thing again, just from like Home Depot or whatever, because it's firm. It's better than getting like sheet metal, and it lets you kind of like shape and ply it. And then the little wheel deflectors, they're literally just yoga blocks that I cut in half. So
that's pretty cool.
Probably like $50 worth of material right there, but I've saved hundreds and hundreds of dollars in gas. So good investment. And then the front, a lot of people just keep suggesting something about blocking off the wheel things. I have active grille shutters, so this is enclosed.
Oh, this is a Hyundai.
Everything else. So that's how I'm getting 90
Yeah, it's an Ioniq.
plus miles per gallon.
You think that gives you 9? Is he bullshit?
Did he say 90 miles
He
to the
said
gallon?
90 plus more to the gallon.
I support it, bro. I'm not against it. It's
Look,
whatever. As long as it's safe and it stays on the car and it's not gonna
Right.
fly off, don't care.
There's some rules to this kind of stuff. So like this is a different type of modification, which this is really cool because we did this on Big Trip where we added some
Just
paneling.
cardboard.
Yeah, we just did cardboard to try and add some fuel mileage to our cars, and it works. Like this is a science, you know. And since this is his daily, and he just wanted more fuel efficiency, and he elongated the car, covered the rear wheel, and everything. Great. And he used cheap stuff. It stays on the car. It doesn't block the tail lights. You know, I'm sure he can, you know, take the screws off and pull that panel off to get to the wheel if he had to. As long as that's not rubbing, this is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
also I would say that, you know, the obvious point to all this is that you need to be like traveling quite a few highway miles every day.
Right. If
Like-
you got a long commute, this is wonderful. But if you're just in the city, this isn't doing anything for you.
But yeah, no, I'm down with it. I love this.
I think
feel
it's
like
awesome.
That's
Yeah.
it is a fully functional like modification that he made look like halfway decent.
Yeah,
it's
the
not like-
little spike was pretty cool, you know.
it's like, whatever.
He kind of painted it black. I would use ABS, it's already black, but you know, he tried to blend it into the rest of the car. That wheel cover was paint matched. That's pretty sick. The only thing is I think he should add an air dam on the front, like an actual lip to increase to lower drag and everything. And I mean, he'd probably get even more mileage out of that.
True.
And drive faster.
Yeah, your tires are like the least aerodynamic thing on your entire vehicle.
Yeah, that's exactly why covering that rear wheel up is because it doesn't have to turn. So it's, you know, that's a pretty good mod.
You've done a good job.
Next clip.
This guy really wanted a spoiler for his car.
Oh, no.
But not just any spoiler, a budget crisis edition. When the price tag gave him a heart attack, he said, screw it, literally.
I hate audio like this on
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok, Reels, whatever it is. It like as soon as I hear audio like this, I'm like, I'm out. I just can't.
He slapped on some cardboard to shape it, because nothing says aerodynamics like recycled pizza boxes, and sculpted his dream triangle like a true DIY Michelangelo of the
Dream
tribe.
triangle.
After letting the foam dry and probably questioning his life choices, He sanded it down like it was a fine sculpture and slathered it in putty for that almost legit finish.
Almost
Now comes the
legit.
paint job. Just carefully avoiding the headlights and license plate. Because hey, he may be reckless, but he's not a criminal. And just like that, he's officially part of the Foam
What
and
the hell
Furious
is this?
franchise.
It's even like weirder than most of the ones I usually hear. You know, if you're doing that on a entirely otherwise stock vehicle, like, why?
No! God, please, no! No!
I respect DIY stuff a lot. And I think that also, if you are the kind of person that like can take the time to really like try and figure something out, I have a lot of respect for that, because like even though your initial, you know, inventions or DIY projects or whatever may not be like perfect or beautiful or whatever it is, like if you keep working at it,
Yeah.
eventually you make something that's like really, really
Perfect your
impressive.
craft.
Exactly.
Yes.
That is specific one is pretty dumb. I think that if you're really building your own unique and like specific parts like that, and like over time you're like learning how to do that and stuff, like do it.
He left the foam. That's kind of the big no-no here, is the foam was a structure. Usually you fiberglass, you use the shape of the foam to fiberglass, and then you make something that's actually light and, you know, useful. But he just left the foam, which is, now it's just arts and craft.
Also,
With holes in your trunk now.
good rule of thumb worth mentioning here. Any panel on your car that faces the sky, probably not a good idea to drill into it for like 95% of the time.
No, because now water will just seep in there.
Especially if it's the roof or the trunk.
Yeah, and that's not good.
Worth noting too that pretty much any video like this online is meant to capture your attention and not really be an instructional.
It's also rage bait.
Yeah, that's my point, yes. Next clip.
What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to take your interior from this to this.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And super
All right.
cool. Okay, step one. Gotta get rid of that white paint there. So I got this green. Thought it would match my car, but it's some like ogre green thing.
Did Tristan make this video?
Taping it off.
I was about to say, this guy feels like a Tristan copycat.
Put the designs in and started spraying that fabric paint. Now this is Duplicolor fabric paint stuff. Worked pretty good.
Yeah.
Not too crusty or anything. So after you do that, unmask it and start with this checkered pattern. I know it's just a bunch of squares, but don't worry. That's my cool design there. Put the All Style logo in there. Paint that and then unmask it. Bear with me, guys. I know it's just a bunch of squares. You're gonna retape it at the opposite way and then paint that. Looks pretty friggin' 10 out of 10. But you guys wanna know what looks better? This right here. Super cool. Never seen anyone do this.
That looks good.
Hey, he did a thing. He did a good job. He took his time masking it. He trusted the process, and it came out looking fantastic. If you want a checkerboard seat,
Man,
you know?
I feel like everything you just said was so full of buzzwords. Trust the process.
Yeah, man.
Mostly the trust the process part.
Trust the process.
That one I think is all about investment of time. And,
Right.
Like, I think that if you are aware that you are a person that is not, you know, super meticulous about things, like probably don't do this.
Yeah.
I think you'll probably put a pattern on your seats that's pretty heinous, but
Hey, abstract art is a thing.
yeah,
Just make it look purposeful.
yeah.
Spray painting your interior, like Duplicolor interior paint, is really good stuff. He bought a good product.
Yeah.
You know, he used it properly, and the results speak for themselves.
Yeah.
How to make any car louder for free. All you gotta do, remove this sound deadening. Every car comes with this. It's completely safe to do. The only purpose of this is to insulate the sound. It won't affect your hood overheating. As you can see, I've done this on my BMW. Also, if you do have an intake like this, you'll be
The
able
hot
to
air
hear it a lot
intake
better.
and removing the
Now,
sound
removing the hood
deadening.
sound deadening obviously is completely free, but this mod goes really well with an intake. Really well.
Okay, guys.
All right.
Look, on your 130 horsepower commuter car, you don't need the hot air intake, and don't remove the sound deadening. It literally has no benefit to you. It is like 4 pounds off of a car that has like another 3,000 pounds of other stuff you can't remove for any reason. And you're also not like,
Yeah.
you're not gaining seconds on a lap time. You're just going back and forth. to
He
work.
started the video with, you want your engine louder.
Yeah, it's
This is not gonna do all to make your engine louder. Yeah. The intake will. The intake will make your intake louder. If that's all you're looking for, go for it.
It will make the engine louder to you in the car.
Yes.
But my suggestion is, if you want the engine to be louder for you in the car, just remove your windshield altogether. And it will be really loud for you.
Don't do that. Remove a couple grommets in the firewall. Make sure you don't have an exhaust leak, and the engine will sound louder for you.
Remove your dashboard.
You just take it all out.
A huge square in your firewall.
And just remove the hood.
Yeah.
And keep your window down.
Yeah.
Roll your window down. That'll make the engine louder.
Yeah. All of it.
All engine loud. Next clip.
New window.
Is this literally what I was just talking about? I just said to remove your windshield.
Hit me with the Ghetto fixes.
Bro, I support it. I support it. Times are tough. You gotta do what you gotta do. If you're working hard and if you don't have the resources to do a full convertible top or whatever, and this is your car and you're stuck with this thing,
convertible tops are very annoying.
Yeah.
Plexiglass is a great replacement for a convertible top.
Yeah.
And if they cut it right and installed it right and it doesn't leak, great hack.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I'm sure if we looked at the finer details of this thing, it would be pretty upsetting, but
probably.
I'm just don't let Jimmy see it. Yeah, from what we can see, just great job.
Great job.
Yeah, I love it.
Next clip.
What type of mod can you do to a Porsche for free?
I think I've seen this. I have seen this video. And he takes out the dampener or the resonant, whatever the hell is in there, yeah.
Then right here.
And all the Porsche guys in the comments are like, "You're ruining the car, bro!"
A literal shield blocking all that airflow that we could be getting in there. So I'm going to be taking off the vent and seeing what we can do about this. But we still need to remove this, so what you have to do is you basically just have to pry up on these very lightly and then just pull it out. And this is the thing choking off all of that air.
Speed it up.
I always thought
come on, man.
Was a little bit
just get to the thing that you're.
Honestly,
good God.
Might be the reason.
How much can you talk about? Like 2 plastic little pieces. That guy's incredible.
Well, the problem is exactly what's happening in this video is it's raining.
Yeah. Yes, there's that. Also,
there's nothing stopping water from getting into your engine now.
Let me just remind you too that there are people that have gone to school and spent years and years of their life being part of an R&D department.
Billions of dollars.
And they've spent billions of dollars researching and figuring out how to design this car, and all you have to do is just buy it and drive it.
Yep.
Please don't waste your time filming for 3.5 hours to say 5 things to take out a piece of plastic, honestly.
Yeah.
Just leave it. They designed it that way for a reason. Just leave it alone.
I hope you told your dad what you did to his car.
Yeah. He's gonna be real upset.
You're gonna get a spanking. Oh wait,
he's gonna
get spanked anymore.
He's gonna say, next clip.
I'm gonna show you guys an engine modification that you can do on any car, and it's especially easy to do on Subarus. So this is the very first step, and it's critical. You gotta go underneath the car like this, and you see that plug right there? You're gonna wanna remove it. After you remove that plug, wait for all the fluid to drain, and then hop in the car and hold it at about 6,000 RPM. In a few minutes, you should hear a really loud clatter, followed shortly thereafter by a loud bang.
Okay.
Now the last owner of my car actually already
Stop the clip right now. I don't even want to see the rest of it. I'd have no interest in seeing any of the rest of this clip. If there's any instruction ever, where if there is an instruction at any point in any instructional video where it says get in the car and hold it at 6,000 RPM, stop watching. Remember, don't do whatever they say, especially if it's a Subaru. Don't ever get it to 6,000 RPM.
No. I mean,
Lord.
Look, as soon as his face popped up, I was like, I don't trust this guy.
Between that
and he
monotone flannel.
Yeah.
Don't ever, no.
Drain the oil and rev it to $6,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ever.
Now you have a new window port to fill your oil.
Even if the video is literally just get in the car and hold it at 6,000 RPM, don't do that. Don't do anything. Don't ever do anything. Just never do this. Just
unfollow this guy if you follow him.
Oh, that made me so angry for some reason. Literally, that really got under my skin for some reason.
Called rage bait
That's
furries,
incredible.
He's an angry elf.
Cool.
That was a terrible video to end on.
And on that bombshell, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go check out all the other videos at RMS. Follow me and Zach at Zach Dill, at Justin Freeman. Bye.
Bye.
All right, y'all, if you're a mechanic or an automotive industry professional and you think you got the chops to kick it with us right here in this studio, go ahead and fill out that link in the bio.